Welcome to Cape Town News. Today is Sunday, the 16th of March, 2025, and in case you missed it, here's a recap of the top stories that made headlines in the Western Cape this past week. The Western Cape government has launched a road safety campaign in partnership with the Cape Town Cycle Tour, aiming to protect cyclists and runners who share the province's roads. The campaign introduces side mirror stickers carrying the message, "Can you see a cyclist?" A simple yet crucial reminder for motorists to check their mirrors before opening their car doors. This initiative follows a rising number of cyclist injuries and fatalities caused by unexpected door collisions. Provincial Minister of Cultural Affairs and Sport, Ricardo Mackenzie, emphasized that ensuring the safety of road users is key, especially with the growing number of cyclists training for sporting events like the Cape Town Cycle Tour. He urged motorists to be more vigilant and aware of their surroundings. Minister of Mobility, Isaac Sileku, backed the initiative, noting that it aligns with the Pedal Power Association's Look to Save Lives campaign, which promotes safer cycling practices across the province. Officials hope the side mirror sticker campaign will serve as a daily reminder for motorists and passengers to check for cyclists before exiting their vehicles, a small action that can save lives. The Western Cape government encourages all road users to support this campaign and make the province's roads safer for everyone. The City of Cape Town has proposed a 17.2 million rand budget to address the growing number of fires that have affected residential areas, informal settlements, and nature reserves in recent months. According to Mayoral Committee Member for Safety and Security, JP Smith, Cape Town has seen a worrying rise in fire incidents, particularly in informal settlements, where overcrowding and faulty electrical connections have contributed to the problem. The new budget allocation will be used to enhance firefighting resources, including more fire trucks, upgraded fire stations, and additional firefighter training. The proposal also includes increased fire safety awareness campaigns, improved early warning systems, and a boost in emergency response times. If approved, the budget will be implemented in the next financial year, with the aim of reducing fire-related damage and protecting vulnerable communities across the city. The South African theatre world is in mourning following the passing of legendary playwright Athol Fugard, a figure whose work has left an indelible mark on the nation's cultural landscape. Fugard, best known for his works Master Harold and the Boys, Sizwe Banzi is Dead, and The Road to Mecca, passed away at the age of 91. Born in Middelburg, Eastern Cape, Fugard spent much of his career using theatre as a tool for social change, fearlessly challenging apartheid and racial injustice through his storytelling. Tributes have poured in from the arts community, government officials, and theatre lovers worldwide, hailing Fugard as a pioneer of South African literature. Western Cape Premier Alan Winde described him as a national treasure, adding that his works will continue to educate, inspire, and provoke thought for generations to come. Theatre practitioners say Fugard's influence stretched beyond South Africa, with his plays performed on international stages, including Broadway and London's West End. His ability to capture the raw human experience while addressing social and political themes has made his work timeless, resonating across different cultures and generations. As South Africa reflects on his extraordinary legacy, discussions have begun about honoring his contribution through public tributes, dedicated theatre festivals, and potential renaming of cultural institutions in his memory. Details of a memorial service and tributes are expected to be announced in the coming days. The Firewatch Cape Town community has issued urgent warnings following multiple fires reported across the southern peninsula in the past 48 hours. The initiative, which consists of volunteers and emergency responders, has been actively tracking fire outbreaks and providing live updates to residents via social media platforms. Recent fires in Noordhoek, Simonstown and Glencairn have raised concerns over high temperatures and strong winds, which are fueling flare-ups across the region. Local authorities have urged residents to remain vigilant, avoid unnecessary outdoor burning, and report any signs of smoke or fire immediately. Firefighters have managed to contain some blazes, but with hot and dry conditions persisting, officials warn that the risk remains high. Residents can stay informed by following Firewatch Cape Town's alerts online and ensuring their properties are cleared of flammable debris. The Electoral Commission of South Africa, IEC, is currently hosting a pivotal 3-day e-voting conference at the Cape Town International Convention Centre, CTICC, running from 10th to 12th March 2025. The conference aims to explore the feasibility, benefits, and challenges of implementing electronic voting in future elections. The event has drawn key political figures, technology experts, civil society leaders, and representatives from international election management bodies, including delegations from Estonia and Namibia, both of which have successfully introduced e-voting. The IEC has showcased various voting technologies, allowing attendees to experience the potential digital transformation of South Africa's electoral system. However, concerns about cybersecurity, voter accessibility, and transparency remain a key part of discussions. The IEC has assured that extensive public consultation and legislative review will be necessary before South Africa adopts an e-voting system. The conference's findings will be compiled into a report to inform future policy decisions and potentially shape the country's electoral landscape. The City of Cape Town has relaunched the ACSA Symphony Way housing project in Delft, a 400 million rand development aimed at providing 3,469 housing opportunities for residents from informal settlements, including Blikkiesdorp, Malawi Camp, and Freedom Farm. The project was previously stalled due to intimidation, extortion threats, and the tragic murder of city official Wendy Kloppers in 2023. Speaking at the relaunch, Councillor Carl Popheim, Mayoral Committee Member for Human Settlements, highlighted the city's unwavering commitment to delivering homes despite ongoing safety concerns. New security measures and community partnerships have been introduced to prevent further disruptions. The city has assured that construction will continue without further delays, with completion expected in phases over the next few years. The relaunch is a significant step in addressing Cape Town's housing crisis, offering long-term stability to thousands of residents. Today marks World Kidney Day, and in a major health initiative, the Canadian Blood Service has partnered with the Western Cape Department of Health and Wellness to roll out an organ donation awareness program. The campaign aims to address the country's critical shortage of organ donors by increasing education and encouraging registrations, particularly among communities hesitant about organ transplants. South Africa faces a severe donor organ shortage, with thousands of patients on transplant waiting lists, many suffering from end-stage renal failure. According to health officials, a lack of awareness and misinformation surrounding organ donation has contributed to these low donor numbers. The new program includes community workshops, hospital-based education drives, and partnerships with religious and cultural organizations to help dispel myths and promote informed decision-making. Doctors and transplant specialists have welcomed the initiative, emphasizing that organ donation can save multiple lives, with one donor capable of helping up to 7 patients. The campaign will also focus on increasing the number of living kidney donors, an area that has seen some success globally but remains underutilized in South Africa. Cape Town residents are encouraged to attend upcoming public forums and consider signing up as donors. A major fire broke out in the early hours of this morning at Cape Town Station, engulfing 10 train coaches and causing extensive damage to Metro Rail's infrastructure. Firefighters were dispatched immediately, but the blaze had already spread rapidly by the time emergency crews arrived. It took several hours to fully contain the fire, with plumes of smoke visible across the city skyline. No injuries were reported, but authorities have confirmed that the cause of the fire remains under investigation. There is growing speculation that it could be linked to arson or sabotage, given previous attacks on the city's rail network. The destruction of these train coaches is a significant setback for public transport, with thousands of daily commuters likely to face disruptions. Metrorail has warned that delays and cancellations on multiple lines are inevitable as teams assess the damage and begin recovery efforts. The Western Cape government has weighed in on the recently announced national budget, with Premier Alan Winde and Finance MEC Mireille Wenger outlining how key allocations will impact the province. While the national government's priorities include economic recovery, infrastructure investment and job creation, Western Cape officials have raised concerns over funding constraints that could slow down service delivery. One of the biggest takeaways is that provincial equitable share allocations will see only marginal increases, putting pressure on departments like health, education and safety to maintain service levels with limited resources. Winde has called for greater financial autonomy for provinces, arguing that well-governed regions like the Western Cape should be allowed more control over their budgets to accelerate growth and improve service delivery. The budget did, however, provide positive news for the province's transport sector, with a Rand 1.2 billion allocation earmarked for the expansion of the My City bus service. This includes the long-awaited Metro Southeast Corridor project, which aims to better connect Khayelitsha, Mitchell's Plain, Wynberg and Claremont. MEC Wenger also highlighted concerns over national debt levels, warning that interest payments will consume a growing portion of government spending, ultimately limiting funds for essential services. The V&A Waterfront's Cape Town cruise terminal has seen rapid growth in arrivals, particularly from Europe and North America, with high-end luxury liners making Cape Town a prime destination on their global itineraries. City officials have described this as a major win for Cape Town's post-pandemic economic recovery, reinforcing the city's status as a top-tier global travel destination. Tourism Cape Town CEO Enver Dumini has stated that cruise tourism not only creates jobs, but also fuels investment in local infrastructure. With the cruise industry rebounding, authorities are working on long-term expansion plans for Cape Town's terminal to accommodate even larger vessels in future seasons. The Western Cape has emerged as South Africa's leader in job creation, with the province recording the lowest unemployment rate in the country. According to the latest figures from Stats SA, the official unemployment rate in the Western Cape dropped to 19.6% in the last quarter of 2024, down from 22.2% in the previous period. The expanded unemployment rate, which includes discouraged job seekers, also declined to 25.6%, showing a steady improvement in the region's economic outlook. Premier Alan Winde has attributed this progress to the province's growth for jobs strategy, which prioritizes investment in key sectors such as technology, tourism, and manufacturing. With businesses rebounding post-pandemic, several infrastructure and renewable energy projects have also contributed to job growth. Despite the success, Winde has raised concerns over national budget constraints that could impact future job creation efforts. He has urged the national government to support provinces with strong economic performance by ensuring that funding for infrastructure, education, and business incentives is sustained. Looking ahead, the Western Cape government has committed to expanding skills training programs, particularly in high-growth sectors such as green energy, tech, and agriculture. These efforts aim to ensure long-term job security and economic stability for residents across the province. The Cape Town Carnival returns tonight with a spectacular celebration along the Greenpoint Fan Walk. The annual event, known for its vibrant floats, dazzling costumes and energetic performances, is set to attract thousands of locals and tourists as the city comes alive with festivities. This year's theme, Wow ZA, Zrenia, pays tribute to the creativity, resilience, and cultural diversity of South Africa. Over 1,500 performers, including dancers, musicians, and acrobats, will take to the streets, showcasing the best of local talent. The event is free to the public, with viewing spots along the fan walk. However, those looking for premium experiences can book VIP or seated tickets, which provide exclusive views of the performances. Authorities have issued road closure warnings in and around Green Point, urging motorists to use public transport or designated parking zones. The carnival kicks off at 6 p.m. with the parade running until 10 p.m., followed by live entertainment in the area. Monday will be warm and sunny, with morning temperatures starting at 17 degrees Celsius, climbing to 26 degrees Celsius by the afternoon. Winds from the southeast will reach 21 kilometers per hour, bringing a light breeze, while humidity will remain at a comfortable 61%. No significant rainfall is expected, making for a dry and pleasant day. Sunrise is at 6:47 a.m. and sunset at 7:01 p.m. Ocean conditions will see swells increasing from 1.4 meters in the morning to 2.9 meters by the evening, with moderate sea conditions throughout the day. High tide will be at 4:49 a.m. and 5:04 p.m., while low tide is expected at 10:56 a.m. and 10:59 p.m. With increasing swells later in the day, swimmers and small vessels should exercise caution along the coastline. It's advised to check local updates before heading out to sea. That's all for this week's recap on Cape Town news. If you found this update helpful, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. We appreciate your support. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe, informed, and connected.